This is the Fume flavored air device. Now, this is meant to replace your cigarette or cigar or any other nicotine product that you're trying to wean off of if you're trying to get off of smoking and you want to try something else. This is one of the relatively higher cost products. Now, one of these will go from $70 to $100, and a 3-pack of flavor tubes that you insert into this will go for like $25. So these are on the higher end. So I'm going to open this package up, let you know what it's like. Now, just off the bat, this is some high quality packaging. I've seen a bunch of packaging in my days, and hoo boy, this is solid. It's got great presentation, it's got reflectivity, it's got nice design, it opens well. I've already opened this, but it opens via this little magnet, and it opens like this, and it has a message on the inside and back. Welcome to the good side, it says, and it has this little profile here with the product in the center. On the back, it just shows the product feature here, along with the message, we're here to stick with you, not to your lungs. All right, and the product feature that they're showing here is that this product, when you twist it, it will open up this little air chamber in the back for different amounts of airflow. Now, I've seen some of the reviews on Amazon, and some people have had trouble with not tasting any flavor or not having great times with airflow, and you gotta twist it because this little thing will affect the entire experience. So just opening it up again, opening it up. On the inside, we have the product here with a plastic coating with some design on it. And then we have the product itself. This is pretty solid. It's a bit hefty. It's got stainless steel and some wood here. And the feature I mentioned earlier with the twisting, you can see how when I twist it, it clicks and it opens up that little window. So for the amount of airflow that you want, you can change that twistiness. Now this is held together by a magnet again, so you could just open that real easy and then it snaps back together. Now I'm a little worried that this would fall apart, but no, the magnet's strong enough. So it comes just like this, and inside you'll notice that there is the chamber for the flavor cores. I'm going to open up the rest of the package. They do include some flavor cores for you. I'm just going to put this aside for a second. Click. And in the rest of the package here, we have some foam that's holding the product in, and then a nice little pull tab. I always like those. And then you can see the rest of it. They have these two flavor profiles here, along with some instructions and additional paperwork here. This is a whole booklet with information and pictures and a good reading experience for the bathroom. And then additionally, there are some stickers, and they have an additional package here with some cleaning products. So some wipes and yeah, that's it. So this is just a wipe and like a little tube that you can stick through and get rid of any residue. So I'm going to put this aside for now. These are just relatively simple products that come with the package. But the Fume itself, I'm going to put the flavor cores in, and I'm going to test the flavor itself and let you know what that's like. So these two packages here contain the flavorings. This says it is spearmint ice, and this one says that it is crisp mint, just a starter core. This one actually has 2 cores in it, and this one just has 1. So I'm going to test both of them and see what the differences are and which one I like more. And actually, I'm not a smoker, so I just want to say that again. I'm just going to be reviewing the taste, not how well this might remove my addiction to nicotine, since thankfully I don't have one. But this will likely or hopefully help you get off of it. I'm going to take this off. Oh, this one actually contains 3 cores, not just 2. I'm going to take these out, put them in the product, and I'll let you know what that's like. All right, so taking this one, we're going to rip off the top here, and inside we can see that there are, whoop, didn't open all the way. Oh, this actually snaps closed, so you can open it and then close it again. So this does have 3 cores. These are the cores. They're like little papery thingies, little tubes. I can already smell that for sure. So I'm going to close this back up. I don't want to lose any of my flavor to oxidization. So here's the Fume. We're just going to pop that open. Stick this in by pushing that in the end here. All right. Okay, it falls out quite easily, but hopefully it stays in well when I close it. All right, and then we can ratchet that open so we get full airflow. So it's not battery powered, so we're not getting any heating. We're just breathing directly through the core itself, and it's flavoring the air as it goes through. So it is relatively subtle, not a very strong taste. I am getting the mintiness effect here. But it is relatively subtle. I'm going to try another core and see if that's different. So I'm going to take out another core from the same package and see if that's different from any of the first ones, since sometimes quality will differ across the cores or across products in the same range. I am a little bit worried that these would dry out and not have much flavor over a while, so that's something to watch out for. It's a little bit stronger, but yeah, the twisting of this definitely affects how strong the airflow is and how much flavor you get. That one's a little bit nicer. So there's a little bit of quality difference between the cores, but they're pretty similar. I'm going to actually try the last one here, the crisp mint, and if that's any different, I will let you know. All right, so I've opened this little package up. This one doesn't have a seal that you could reclose this back up, so that's a little disappointing, but you'd probably want to keep this in the fume anyway. So this packaging is quite useless to me now. So I'm going to put this in. This one is a white one. This one is the crisp mint. Insert the core inside this packet into your fume device. Core lasts 2 to 3 days for optimum flavor. Yeah, so after opening, I assume that it lasts 2 to 3 days, not based on how much you're actually smoking. That's definitely a different taste, and that's a lot stronger in my opinion. That has a much sharper taste to begin with, a much sharper aftertaste. I can detect that a lot more. I'm going to open it all the way. It's quite nice. It's quite smooth, quite fluid in my opinion. Now, it's not as strong as the battery-powered devices that will heat up oil and you breathe that way. There will be no smoke with this. It's just breathing air through the device. So that might not be fun for some people, but it is a very high quality, solid inhaler here. You don't need to charge it at all, but the cores only last a couple days after opening. I assume that you can inhale as much as you want and get that flavor profile as much as you want, but that it decreases over time as the core dries out and after a while. I don't know how you would protect the quality of the core. Perhaps you could keep this closed so that as little air as possible gets in when you're not using it. But I assume that inevitably over time, the quality and the air and the flavor will decrease over that couple days, and then after 4, 5, 6 days, it just will be a useless piece of cloth. You can't save it. Whereas with battery-powered ones, as long as you're not using it, that flavor will remain until the end of time. Well, not until the end of time, but you get the idea. Otherwise, high-quality device, very expensive. I'm not sure if I would pay for this myself. $70 for one of these, up to $100, and then $25 for 3 packs of a few different cores. That's quite expensive for some people, but otherwise, I like it. I like the flavor. It's very smooth, and I will continue to smoke from this for the rest of the time that I have it while it's open. So let me know what you guys think.